Want to play Barbie? You can be Ken, and I can be the box she came in.
Oh my! We're starting, aren't we? Oh, we're counting everything on that one.
I was hoping that we could be finishing later too, or at least I could be finishing.
I guess we're back, huh?
What do you mean?
Like we're right out of the gate. Like I kind of thought season 2 would be a little bit different.
What were you envisioning?
Like a very wholesome podcast.
You married the wrong person. I mean, you can keep rubbing to see if it'll rub off. People have said that I've rubbed off some on you, though, because you dropped some lines not too long ago.
Yes.
Do you have a line or a joke you want to offer for us?
Did I tell you a long time before we met, I used to be a baker?
No.
Yeah, I just couldn't make enough dough.
Oh.
Boop, boop, bump.
I was thinking you would slam me with some banger.
Well, if anybody watched our content yesterday, I informed them that you had made the decision to leave our family. You left me and the kids.
Right, for
An
the hour that I went to go get my nails done.
I feel very much like a single dad.
Oh my gosh.
It's tough. It's tough. I managed.
I'm proud of you that you could handle yourself for that single hour. I'm just proud of you.
All you single dads out there, keep your head up. You can do this.
Welcome to season 2 of Appropriately Inappropriate with Tara and Brian. You may know us from social media where I horrify Brian, my sweet, wholesome husband, with dirty pickup lines, as well as dirty pranks that we have done as of late. Here on this podcast, you get hilarious stories, our responses to listener questions, and whatever y'all send to us. Make sure to DM us or comment what you like so we know what to give you more of. Follow us too at Tara Blairball on Instagram or TikTok, or at Tara.Blairball on YouTube. And our full video episodes also appear on our YouTube channel. We also offer bonus episodes 2 to 3 times a month for our paid subscribers. We're going to sort of you said we rammed into it at the gate, you know.
We're going to ease into it this time.
You know, we're going to wet it. We're going to warm the oven. We're going to wet and lube it. So let's start with just a summer recap, since that's what our break was the summer.
We went down to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yep.
And had an amazing week.
Yep.
I did not want to go home.
I also injured myself.
Oh, you did?
The day that we were packing up the car to leave, which we had planned on leaving at like 6 a.m.?
Yeah.
The morning that we woke up to go on the trip, I could not walk. I was like hopping around. As soon as we got into town, we had to get everything out of the car. And then I had to drive with one of my children to the urgent care. And that child just functioned as a crutch for me. I had to keep a hand on their shoulder to be able to hop into the urgent care. It was an IT band injury. So they loaded me up on some steroids. And I was actually able to sort of walk the next day.
You sort of started to walk.
Sort of.
It took a few days.
And that was, supposedly it was like from overworking, you know? So like Brian had to take it easy on me. I'm getting older. So you got to be a little bit less rough with me.
If you've never seen your wife hobble over in the pool.
Oh, it's sexy, right?
Oh, yeah, you're missing out.
It was pretty hot. You filmed some videos of my hobbling.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I am very lucky in that our content, our social media stuff, this podcast, this is how I make money to support our family. And so summers, my kids, they're not in daycare or anything like that. So I'm pretty much just single parenting while Brian's working. It's not easy for us to produce content over the summer. In order to write our content, in order to write the jokes, plan, I need breaks. And I wasn't getting any breaks during the day with 3 young kids.
You are a very intentional mother. Like you set out like, hey, I want them to enjoy this summer. You are a huge planner. So you plan various events to take them to do activities, and which at their age, you know, they probably don't appreciate it as much as they will when they get older. I'm pretty much locked in my dungeon. The difference, I do work from home now versus my previous role where I went into the office. So even though I'm here, I'm not here. So I'm usually up here, you know, it could be 10 to 12 hours, depending on what time I get up here in the morning. So
yeah, so we pretend you're not even there.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're not even at home. That's how we have to operate. but I'm having to function as sort of like the single parent throughout the whole day. And so I'm not getting the breaks I normally would with kids in school and other activities to be able to like sit down and write content. I have to do that. I have to write the lines in advance, know what I'm going to say, think about them, brainstorm themes. And so that's partly why we took a break for the summer for the podcast, is because we knew that it wasn't totally possible. We did still have some really fun activities, like we've been doing more pranks. So a prank that popped up recently was tire caps that look like penises. I chose black ones because Brian has a black truck with black rims, and I figured it would blend in very well.
It did.
When I got them, I did show Brian. I was like, hey, look how funny. I'm probably going to do these in a joke or something. And he was like, oh, okay. A month or two goes by, and I put them on his truck. I'm just watching him continue to drive to stores, banks, fast food drive-throughs, stop his truck, get in and out of his truck. I'm not a super patient person anyway, but after about 3 days, I was like, I'm going to give him a hint. I took you outside and I said, I did something to your truck. Can you see what it is? He proceeded to walk around his truck probably
Multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. And then he finally saw it. You twisted it, I think it probably would have benefited from like more stroking.
Oh my gosh.
So remove each one.
The fact that I didn't throw them in the field.
I still have them. Somebody commented that they fit well on light switches, which I tried and ours don't, which I was really disappointed because you went out of town recently for work and I was like, I'll put them on the light switches and his office. And, I'll keep bringing those tire cocks back.
I get home. Usually when I travel, I fly out pretty late to get home. So I'll be stumbling up to my office around midnight. That'd be fun to find.
It would be. There were tons of hilarious comments of people who'd put them on their mother's car, their brother's car, brother-in-law's car, their husband's car. There was somebody who bought a bunch and put them on all of their coworkers' cars.
That's funny.
That is funny. Somebody put it on their boss's car or truck, and their boss did not find them for 2 years. If you are wanting to surprise a loved one with a little happiness, I'll put a link in the show notes.
What about you go to a parking lot, someone parks really, really close to you?
Yeah.
That would be a way to encourage them to learn how to park correctly. You know what prank I was thinking of?
No.
You taking the initiative to put oil in the van.
Yeah. You didn't like that?
I was terrified. I was doing everything I can to hold it together. I'm like, do not move this vehicle. Let me get my truck keys. And then you inform me, well, I've already done your truck. And we just got this truck not too long ago.
Yeah, so let me backtrack. This prank was that I opened the hood, I put a funnel in the oil change place, and I brought out a giant bottle of canola oil or vegetable oil that was empty. I had those stacked up, and I went and told Brian that I had taken some initiative because Brian had told me recently that I don't take enough initiative with external house stuff or car stuff.
Put it that way. I said I take all the initiative to do the outside of the house.
Right. Well,
I didn't say you don't take it. I said I do. I do the lights, I do the mowing, I do the edging.
Okay, so we can agree to disagree that you were shitting on how well I do on the cars in the house, and I decided to retaliate with a prank that would make you cry.
I come out and immediately I scan for a camera. There's no camera. So
nobody could see. We have a ladder hanging on the wall in our garage. I had it sort of hidden, sort of behind it. Anyway.
Yeah. So, and then the second part was you were smart enough to kind of put some, I reached in, I could feel there was oil there. I'm like, you really did this. That's when you had me.
I think I had you before that.
Going through my head, I'm like, did she really? Did she really? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I still had hoped that you hadn't done that, I guess.
And then that crash and burned when you felt the funnel. I know my husband. I'm going to carry it all the way through. So yeah, I'm going to lube the funnel or whatever, oil the funnel.
Yeah, a lot of times with pranks, you let me off the hook. You weren't letting me off the hook on this one.
No. But yeah, we had some fun pranks, and they're just kind of different. But we're on social media a lot, so I see a lot of other social media pranks. I think what's important for us is we never try to be mean with our pranks.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that's cruel. Like, we always want to be genuine. When you see reactions, they are genuine reactions. But we don't want to cross the line of like absolute being cruel. If I was to wrap horrifying messaging around your car, like, to me, that's cruel.
I saw a prank where the husband goes and like slaps a brand new iced cup of coffee out of her hand, but then he has another one. I mean, even if you have another one, you're still slapping a
Yeah.
coffee cup. There's certain things I just think are best if I don't want Brian to ever think I don't like him
Yeah.
or I don't love him, even if it's just for a brief moment. I never want him to think that.
There's certain rules we have in our house. Do we have disagreements? Yes. Do we have knockout, drag out arguments? I mean, we've had arguments in the beginning of our marriage, but like, we do everything we can. Well,
When we got married?
I don't even know if we really had. I mean, we went through that kind of adjustment phase. I don't even know if you.
I don't know if I'd say once we were married. We had some fights before we got married.
Yeah, leading up to it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But like, we don't yell. We both come from homes where we had parents who yelled. So we are very intentional. We are breaking the cycle with our children. Violence is not a thing in this house. I'm not going to come in and slam a door, slam a drawer. You're not going to, get frustrated, slam something. Like, that's just not okay behavior. If that carried over to a prank, I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we don't name call or anything either. I've seen some pranks where couples do that, and it may work in their relationship. I just know it wouldn't work in ours. And
every relationship is different. So if that works for you, that's great. That's just not us.
yeah, we both came from homes that yelled a lot, cussed a lot, name called a lot. I definitely did. And I had been in several relationships that were like that too, where there were knockdowns, screaming fights, name calling, where that just like that became normal. Like, it was normal for my partner to call me a bitch, call me an asshole, whatever, to scream at me. And I remember early on when Brian and I were just dating, and Brian was turning into the parking lot of a store not far from where he lived at the time. And he ran over a curb and popped his tire. And so he drives the rest of the way in the parking lot, and he parks his truck, and he gets out and is trying to figure out how to do the spare. And there wasn't a lot that I could do in the moment, So I'm standing outside with him. I think I was holding my phone as a flashlight. You were getting the tools. It was rainy. It was cold. But I remember at the time I was very stressed out and anxious because I was waiting for him to scream at me or yell at me, because that had been something that had happened in a previous relationship where
Normal.
Yeah, where if something went wrong, whether I had anything to do with it or not, I would get blamed and held responsible for it, and then basically abused because of it. And so I was waiting for Brian to call me a bitch, scream at me. I was so tense because it's what I was waiting for, that when it didn't happen, I thanked him for not yelling at me. And Brian was like, why would I yell at you? I'm the one who ran over the curb.
Like, in my mind, I'm like so embarrassed. And I'm like so appreciative of the fact you're holding the light, like you're standing out the road to help me. Because I think I kept telling you, like, just get back in the truck. I'll do this. And you're like, no. Yeah, yelling at you, that's not even something that even remote, like, you did nothing wrong. It was all me not paying attention. I mean, the lighting wasn't great. I mean, I did it. I was embarrassed. And I mean, it's an issue. I had to deal with it, correct it, get it fixed. We move on. It was a little dirtier afterwards.
Yeah. But that's one thing that the prank with telling my husband I changed the oil is a lot of people commented, oh, he must really love you. Or if I had done that prank on my husband, he would have screamed at me or that kind of stuff. And a lot of people commented like green flag guy, and it's sad to me that behavior seems normal for some people, but I get it because that's the behavior that I grew up with and that I saw in previous relationships. And I'm very grateful that Brian is not like that. It's one of many reasons why I married him, because you have a gentle spirit and you may be angry, but that's not going to come across as you being big or scary.
I have buttons. that will set me off 0 to 100 like that. Don't mess
I've
with my
learned
wife.
them.
Well, no, no. I try to push him every day.
Yeah. You don't like that?
Don't mess with my wife. Don't mess with my children. Other than that, I kind of look at it like we can replace pretty much anything. Like,
I do feel that way too. If you were to do it to your own truck, I'd be like, oh, this is going to be awful to replace it. But it is replaceable and we'll figure it out. And thankfully, because of what we do well financially. We could do way better if we wanted to do other things, which we'll talk about in a bit. It's not as bad as it sounds now.
Brian would just do OnlyFans and show his ass. We'd be making so much money. Show that dick, honey.
oh my gosh. I'm going to sit here for the rest of the podcast every night. I get recognized a lot. So,
Yeah, you do.
um,
I think it's probably because I never really leave the house.
well, I mean, you get recognized.
I mean, I do, yes. I'm more likely to get recognized if you're there.
So I guess that's something too to say. Like, people are very hesitant to come up to us. We're not scary people. If you see us out, say hello. Like,
Yeah, if you see us out, definitely come and say hello. We love it. We appreciate meeting people. I had an electrician come and do some work at our house. And I chatted with him. I went in the bedroom and was folding some laundry. And I guess while he was in the house, I have it's a big picture of Brian's head. It's bigger than his head on his shoulders. And it has a stick. But I happen to have it like sort of pressed against a picture on our mantle. So I overhear while I'm in the bedroom folding clothes, the guy goes, "Oh my gosh, they're that couple on social media." I came out of the bedroom. I'm like, "Oh, you follow us?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been watching you for however long." And it was just funny. And I've had several situations like that. I took a foster puppy to a vet and the vet recognized me. Well, actually, he said that he thought it was me, but then he wasn't sure until he heard me laugh. I don't know if I look different in public or maybe people just aren't thinking it might be me. I don't know. Like maybe I look different than what I appear on videos. I hope not. I'm not even makeup now.
I've always said, like, even like our first date, like, we met through Tinder. But you see her picture, you think, oh, she's attractive. But like, when I saw her in person, I'm like, she looks so much better than her pictures.
But I don't know how that would be the case with videos because you see me talking, moving. Maybe it's because I'm usually a lot closer to the camera. It might be that case. So like I've had people say to me, "Oh, I didn't realize you were so short," because Brian and I have the same size torso, but my legs are a lot shorter. So even though Brian's, you're what, 5'11", even though Brian's 5'11", he's got much longer legs than I do. So maybe just because we're both sitting, I look like I'm taller than I am. But nah, I'm only 5'4".
Yeah, but I got you. Like, I'm wider.
You are wider
A lot wider.
and girthier.
I am down 20 pounds, though.
Congratulations. So what have you been doing, honey, this summer?
Getting my butt back into the gym. That's all in my meal plan. Anybody could do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly.
Calorie deficit.
It's just consistency, following the meal plan. I'm one of those people, if I have a meal prepped, I will eat the meal. If the meal is not prepped, I just want to grab something quick, go. If a meal's there, I'll grab it, go. If not, I will reach into the pantry and I'll grab that wrapper food, which is not good.
So here's a question. This relates back to before I mentioned OnlyFans. What do our kids think of our social media?
Well, we do everything we can to protect our children. We are very intentional about that. We talk to them a lot of the dangers of social media. Our kids range from 4 to 19. Our 4-year-old, like, it's just something mommy sticks a camera in daddy's face, and that's what makes daddy laugh.
Makes daddy turn red and run away.
Daddy's scared of mommy's camera. Our 9-year-olds, I think they're interested. They like to learn. They're way too young.
Our 4-year-old, we included her in a video recently where I just kind of like tossed her on a beanbag. And we do a lot to protect our children. We don't show their faces. If we have pictures, we cover them with hearts. And then, if we show them in videos, we show their backs and that kind of stuff. We're very intentional about hiding our children. And I know for a fact we could make a lot more money if we chose to make content with our children. I find the content that we do a break from being a parent, like a good reminder to be a wife and a lover. You know what I mean? I find it a break. I don't want my kids in my stuff. Our kids gonna do kid stuff, and I would never want to feel like my kids were my employees because they already can be so irritating sometimes too. Our 4-year-old, she's delighted if she ever gets to be in a video. Yeah. And she sometimes tries. We really don't film around our children unless we're doing content that's
appropriate.
Yeah, that's appropriate. And a lot of our content is not. It shouldn't be surprising, but the majority of our content we film at night when our children are all asleep, or our kids are playing outside and we can see them and watch them through the window, but they can't hear us. Or we have a babysitter come and the babysitter watches the kids and we film in a separate room with a closed door.
That's how we try to do a lot of it. The 9-year-olds they're starting to be interested and like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. Like we're still cool doing for another 2 years.
Yeah, they would like to be in videos. At least one of them would like to be in videos because they would want to get money. Yeah. Like they want to get some money. They're like,
we've got one that wants to take over the world.
Yeah.
The billionaires are his hero. And then, I mean, the 19-year-old, I mean, I think she, like, in her own way, she's like, okay, this is pretty neat, but you guys are old, so it's not cool.
She has seen our stuff on social media before. Her friends have seen us on social media before. She's 19. She's living her own life. She's not going to necessarily care about what we're doing. But all of our children get benefits from the stuff that we do. We just recently bought the 19-year-old a new car after she had gotten 2 lemons. And so we bought her a reliable, new to her car. It was just used. But like we're able to do that because of this content that we put out that makes y'all laugh and have fun. Our kids get to go on fun trips with us because we're able to do that because of what we do. We want to make our children's lives better and happy. And we're able to do that because we come on here and make y'all laugh.
We want to put smile on people's faces. I'm not the funny one, but anytime I run into
totally true.
Anytime I run into people, I always get compliments. Like, you are hilarious.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I would have never, I mean, I think it's hysterical that we are in the position that we're in. I would have never thought that this would be my life, like writing jokes and making my husband blush like as many times a day. Because it's super fun to do in private. And that's what we've always done in private. But to do it where other people can see, it's funny how life's just turned out that way.
My wife is very introverted. Believe it or not, she is very introverted. I'm the extrovert in our relationship. So it is kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, so our Myers-Briggs types, if you happen to know it, it's like 4 letters. I am INTJ. So I don't even know what that stands for anymore. I knew years ago. I took the test when I was in my early 20s. You are ENFP.
Sounds about right.
So we're totally different except for whatever the N one is.
Yeah, she sent me a video on what is it,
INTJ moms.
Yes, it is my wife. Like, it is very much my wife.
Yeah, rational, logical, gonna like plan things out. Look at what's a good idea, what's a not. Like,
but like the funny thing is like, oh, so you're wearing a baseball jersey, a cowboy hat, and firefighter pants from an old Halloween costume. That's what you're going to wear to school today. Okay, good.
That's pretty much it.
Eat your elephant.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do our kids think about it? You know, it's just what mom and dad do for work. They're interested. They get benefits from it, but they are really kept in the dark about what it is. And so I've told this to Brian. My parents got a computer when I was in the 4th grade and I got AOL. And so 4th grade, I was up in chat rooms, answering ASL, or that stood for age, sex, location. And I always pretended I was like 19 when I was like 12. Because I mean, like, why not?
You were statistic waiting to happen.
Yeah, this was before To Catch a Predator came out. It was the Wild West back then. So that's part of the reason, too, why I'm very protective of my kids when it comes to social media, because I had free reign in 4th grade and I know how wild it is. And this is what I do now. I'm on social media all the time. I got comments all the time. I know what it's like out there and I know it's not safe for them. at the age that they are and their brains. So it's part of the reason why we are very specific on how we protect the kids, both in just in our content, but also in what they engage in too.
Yeah. I mean, we're somewhat, I guess, helicopter parents just because you have to be today. I want the kids where we can see them, where we can get to them quickly if something happened. We are just very blunt. Like, it is a dangerous place for children.
Yeah. So. I'm not a helicopter parent.
No, I am.
Yeah, I am not. I'm a very boundaries parent. Like, you can do this, you can't do this. Oh, yeah. If you choose to climb that tree, okay, great. What's your plan to get back down? Okay, you're going to fall? Okay, let's go deal with that.
If we're somewhere, we have the kids, I mean, my head is on a swivel. Like, I am constantly looking around.
I feel like this relates really well to the fact that on Facebook, of all places, I saw an ad for prescription anal bleaching cream. I just need to segue because I don't want to talk about the kids anymore.
Another conversation I never thought of.
Well, I mean, do you want me to get prescription cream to bleach my asshole?
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm thinking about it. It might be prettier.
Is it a real thing?
It is a real thing.
No, I mean.
Yes. Wait, what a real thing? Yes, it is a prescription cream for anal bleaching.
I am so sheltered. I just don't get it. No, I don't want you to do it. It's up to you, but it doesn't matter to me.
Aw. You've heard of anal bleaching, though, right?
No.
Have you really not?
Like, that's a thing?
I don't know, like, the basis. I would guess it started with, like, porn stars because your, like, butthole is usually a little darker around it. You know, that's where you get, like, punch your chocolate starfish because it's, like, slightly darker.
I get skincare. Like,
yeah, but this is your asshole care.
I don't understand that. Like, I understand if you have blemish.
Well, it looks prettier, I guess, in videos. Like, if you're shining a camera right there. I mean, when you start your OnlyFans, we may want to consider that for you if you're bottoming.
so uncomfortable and just make sure I'm not.
Yeah, I get so many requests. We've talked about this before, but I get so many requests for Brian, specifically to start an OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans. If it didn't have the negative... I guess the negative things attached to it, like everyone assumed if you have an OnlyFans, like you were doing this. Like I would do a platform where I would teach meal planning, working out for men, like my age and older, how to stay in shape. But it's like, yeah, that stuff you're talking about, no. I don't know.
I mean, if you like bend over a lot. You know, maybe we'd do something there, you know?
No.
All right. So next episode, we'll actually be talking about preparing for the fall and a little bit about my sobriety.
We prepare for the fall in August. We already have Halloween stuff up. And we'll be ready to prepare for Christmas the day after Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. November 1st, definitely. If you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe, download, like, and follow if you like this podcast. Also, make sure to write a review. If you have a comment, story, or question, drop us that in comment or DM. Follow us too at Tara Blairball on Instagram and TikTok or at Tara.Blairball on YouTube. Our full video episodes also appear on our YouTube channel. And we also offer bonus episodes 2 to 3 times a month for our paid subscribers. So check out the show notes for that. Until next time, keep it inappropriate.
Hump day.